I did stumble on an image of this anime, and that's all I needed to be convinced to watch it. And I wasn't disappointed. It is a great story, a joy to watch. I really appreciate Japanese humor. It is funny, clever, and deep. The writer always brings an interesting perspective to things that people deal with, and they are executed very cleverly, and that's why they are so engaging. But this story is not just about comedy. Since we are dealing with the police here, there are horrible things as well. For example, this girl has run away from her house and started working as a prostitute. And the reason why she has run away from home is that when her mother works the night shift, the stepfather rapes her, and she could not tell her mother, and that's why she ran away. There was another case where Kawai and Fuji, the two main characters, found a woman just wandering on the street, shocked. The case was also a domestic abuse case. And Kawai says, "I am scared of men." And Fuji says there are also cases of women being the abuser. So maybe humanity is what's scary. And Kawai says, the scale of that fear is huge. There's a running joke in this story that men are scary and police women are not nice. If they were, why did they join the police? Kawai, who is a rookie, is scared of the men in the criminal affairs division. But Fuji always says that they chose to look like that on purpose, so they can feel important. Apparently, when they arrest a Yakuza and it is posted in the media, the audience is having a problem telling apart which one is the Yakuza. When one abuser came to the police station to find his girlfriend, he is screaming in the halls, and he was confronted by two police women, but he did not want to deal with them. He called them weak. So they were, okay, fine, get in this room then. When he entered, he saw the policeman that Fuji calls him a gorilla. The abuser regretted everything. So I guess Fuji is kinda wrong. There is a use of them looking scary. Anyway, the story is very engaging. You cannot blink. There are always things going on. The characters are great. Kawai did not join the police because she wanted to, but her family was poor, and her dad always told her to get a government job, since the pay is steady. And that's why she did end up being a policewoman. Fuji, on the other hand, is completely in on the job. She did her job so well that she got demoted. Well, not really. It is sad for bullying a junior detective, but I have doubts about that. So that's why she is working together with Kawai as a patrol. By the way, the day that Fuji became her partner, she wanted to resign, and she did not because of Fuji. And according to Kawai from the future, she regrets this encounter. She was looking forward to her second life, just as much as her father trying to pay a scam from an adult website. I guess he did deserve that, since he is calling the police pigs, even though his daughter is one of them. It's weird to me how cops are portrayed in this story. They constantly get insulted by the public. I wonder if this is true in the real world as well in Japan. I wish I could understand what Fuji is saying to those people who are insulting them. As usually the translation is bad, but the censorship in the subtitles is making it even worse. Because if you know the language, more or less you know what is being censored, but it is hard to figure out from the subtitles. They had to stop an old woman driving a scooter, and Kawai starts cursing cops. Fuji only says we don't use official vehicles to punish ourselves. One of the scenes that was really funny is Fuji hating the way police women are portrayed on pamphlets. She doesn't like that they all seem to be nice and gentle, etc. When she and Kawai went to a school to give a lecture on safety, Kawai did such a good job that two girls went to talk to them and want to be police women as well, just like them. So they did ask where it is the police station, and Fuji, while trying to tell them, accidentally did a pamphlet and went crazy and started running. The girls did change their minds immediately, and Kawai is wondering how come the same pose is having the opposite effect. One of the other characters is Makitaka. She seems to be the only one who is normal in the criminal affairs division. But then you get to meet her, and she isn't that normal. She did join the police because she likes Shisengumi. Kawai asks her, are you not afraid to work with those monsters in that division? And she says that when she talks to them, her heart pounds with excitement. Kawai suggests having her heart diagnosed so we can know the name of her heart disease, because Kawai cannot seem to figure out why would she be excited talking with those brutes. but Makitaka says that she often envisioned that she is talking to members of the Shinsengumi instead of her colleagues. And Kawaii finally solved this mystery. So Makitaka is clumsy and bangs her head often. Anyway, this is a great story. I cannot wait to watch more of it. In this season there are a lot of animes that are based on mangas. My next 2 videos will be about these 2 great animes. If you know any other great animes that is airing right now, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.